Fab Ones, this is Carla Ray, and this is Carla Ray's Reality Check. Check as in check marks the spot where you'll hear the news and my views on that half-baked madness we call reality TV. Who's getting checked this week? Well, it's the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Adrienne, Taylor, Kyle, Kim, Lisa, and Camille are back for season 2. There was a lot of buzz about if there was going to be a season at all. In light of Russell Armstrong, Taylor's husband's recent suicide. It's all very sad and quite tragic. Apparently not quite tragic enough for Bravo to can an entire season. So what did Bravo do to take the edge off? They did some editing, they say, and added an opening sequence in which the ladies and their husbands, sans Taylor of course, met at Adrienne's house. They talked about how they didn't see it coming, how it was so sad, how LA puts pressure on folks to live beyond their means. A tear or two was shed, and Kyle ended it by saying, life goes on, it has to. Although it was all classy and Bravo's not necessarily known for keeping it classy, it felt like the equivalent of someone saying, next! There was a disclaimer of sorts, a visual washing of the blood off Bravo's hands, which read, the events of this series were recorded prior to the death of Russell Armstrong. And they ended the show with the obligatory National Suicide Prevention Hotline PSA, a move straight from the MTV playbook. And in between there was the show, which kind of limped along. Blah blah, Lisa and that damn dog Jiggy. Blah blah, Lisa and Ken's daughter's boyfriend asked Ken for his daughter's hand in marriage. Blah blah, Camille is whining about Kelsey's new piece throwing her stuff out of their old house in the Hamptons. Boo-hoo, hand me one of those big bills you got in your purse so I can dry my eye. Blah blah, Kyle and my handsome play husband Mauricio are moving to a new house. And Kyle's getting all misty-eyed about her mom, and how her mom would be as mad as a mofo, and would get the good switch to beat both of their asses if she knew that Kim and Kyle weren't speaking, on account that Kyle went all Kylisha on Kim, who will now be known as Kimbra. Why? 'Cause I said so, that's why. Don't make me. And then we see Kimbra sitting in her house, 'cause her broke ass ain't going nowhere, talking about she ain't trying to hear nothing that Kylisha has to say. This after last season when Kylisha went in on Kimbra in the back of a limo calling Kimbra a drunk. And then Kimbra went ahead and told Kylisha while Kimbra was on the whole stroll for Disney, she was fronting Kylisha's lavish lifestyle and basically called Kylisha an ungrateful heifer. Oh, Kylisha and Kimbra as ghetto as they want to be. And who says the rich aren't like you and me? And speaking of rich, work with me people. Adrienne had this dinner party to celebrate Camille's guest role in a now canceled TV show. Everyone was invited to feast on good food and expensive champagne. Expensive like house payment expensive. Expensive like $2,200 a bottle expensive. As you and I know, dinner parties are where the ish goes down in the Real Housewives tradition. And the RHOBH are no exception. Yes, there's something about fine china and place settings that bring out the cray-cray in everyone. And speaking of cray-cray, Ken and Lisa had the nerve to bring Jiggy to Adrienne's party. Ken claims that all the furry tricks are jealous of Jiggy because of Jiggy's nice clothes and beautiful face. They're probably jealous because Jiggy gets to eat at the grown-ups table and drink the good-ish straight from the glass. Yeah, Jiggy drank champagne out of Ken's champagne glass. Then Ken drank from that same glass. Ew, hold my hair while I barf. Makes you kind of wonder what else they share. And then you got Adrienne talking some mess about some olive tree going to be with Jesus and proceeded to hand everyone a branch from that tree. What in the hell did you want to do that for? You know they're only going to beat each other with it. At one point, Paul asked Taylor about her marriage. Taylor, who's looking like all lips and weave, talked about how she and Russell were in therapy. And then Ken decides to open his mouth to say that he would feel weak as a man if he went to therapy. Really, Ken? No, really. Guess drinking Jiggy's backwash wasn't enough to fill you up. You had to go stick your foot in your mouth. Taylor left the table. Kylisha was right behind her, meeting in the ladies' room at 12 o'clock. Lisa went into the ladies' room attempting to fix her face and Ken's guffaw. And when she realized attempts at both were futile, she left. Kylisha returns to the dinner table, neck twitching like it's ready to roll, and that Ken's head might be next. Kylisha tells Ken that he offended Taylor. Then Ken tells Kylisha that she has offended him by the use of the word offended. Kylisha is like, what the? Do I need some kind of special dictionary to talk to you people? I've got a special dictionary for you, and it has words like bitch ass. It's from the ditty. Look it up. It has Ken's picture right next to it. Just when things are about to get hot, they cool down. Taylor returns to the table. Lisa has to pick up somebody at the airport. Right. I'm sitting here about to doze off when, bam, previews from upcoming episodes. I see Yacht's $25,000 sunglasses. That's what I'm talking about. And it seems that a new girl has joined the crew. Hoppa. this woman? Why, it's Brandi Granville, ex-wife of Eddie Cibrian, who left Brandi for country crooner and homewrecker LeAnn Rimes. Oh, I smell the sweet smell of broken-hearted bitterness mixed with batshit crazy. And if I'm not mistaken, I heard the word meth come out of Brandi's mouth, and she was looking in Kimbra's direction. Oh. Then I see Kimbra and Kylisha tag team to go in on Brandi G, who's looking like she's the Kim G of the BH. Neck rolling, finger waving. Bravo knows it had to bring the madness, cause Fab Ones love don't pay the bills. Well, Fab Ones, that's it from me for now. This is Carla Ray, and that was your reality check.